Yes. Please tell your name.
First of all, I am Vidyan Sekhar. I have been reading here from for 3 months.
Okay, Mr. Vidyans, actually I want to know, my question is this, that actually people say, are we know well already?
Yes.
In government schools, actually teachers are well trained. They have been given so many skills of teaching because they are well trained.
Yes, sir.
They have done such a course in which they have been taught skills of teaching only.
Yes.
By any way, psychological way, they have been given so many talent and skills to teach them. Even then, I want to know why are the numbers of students actually don't increase in government school. In place of increasing in government school, actually numbers of students increase in private schools.
Of course.
For an instance, if I'll tell you, in my village there are 7 primary schools, or nearly 7 or 8 primary schools. If I include all the students of all my government schools, so there will be 100 students who will be regular in the class, actually
Yes,
in the schools. In place of 7 schools, actually, if
Yes,
I calculate the numbers of students in a private school, so in one private school, so more than 200 or 300 students go to read in the private school. So I want to know what is the reason. There are 7 primary schools and teachers are well trained. They are well trained. They are having so many skills of teaching. Even then, they are unable to attract the students. I want to know what is the reason. What is the actually problem you find here that teachers are not attractive in the reference of teaching in this matter in primary schools?
First of all, I want to tell you about the teachers. Actually, the teachers are first of all they qualify the TET exam.
Of course.
After that,
Teacher eligibility test.
yes.
Yeah.
After that, they qualify the super TET.
Of course.
After
That's very
that,
tough.
yes, sir. After that, qualifying the super TET, they join the government school, and they are highly educated and trained by actually by the process of actually
Of course,
government.
by process of
yes,
institutions, I mean universities. Okay.
Of course, sir. After that, when they join the government school, they only think that actually I found actually a government job, and my work is actually done. My work is finished. I have not do any others works. He only went to the actually school.
Yes,
and,
who is coming to check it up? Actually,
Of course,
if any type of check-in will come, then I will be actually informed.
Of course,
and
sir.
I will be actually aware. I will be aware about the
Yes,
matters,
sir.
and I will set all the things right. He thinks like
Of course,
this.
sir. After that, they when they enter in a class, they write as like A B C D R Ka Kha Ga Gha. I say that actually I saw many types of activities in a government school. As after writing activities, they said to the students, write note it on your notebook, and after that learn these activities. And they came out in the class, and all the teachers actually came in a group and talked to each other. After that, the students are actually some students are know that
Okay,
I don't
whom
want.
do you find responsible in this activity, that after being educated, after getting well education, the person who has got the job in government sector, I mean who is doing service in government sector,
course, sir.
and he is being paid more than 50,000 rupees by government. Even then that person is not paying responsibility. If the same situation happens in a private school, if I'll tell you,
Of course,
by the way, so in a private schools who has been given only 10,000 rupees, actually that's maximum
course,
which I am giving. Actually, if you were being paid 10,000 rupees by the manager of that school, so actually the manager involved you in all the terms, in all the actually criteria of increasing or develop the schools. Like when you go to actually attract the students, he always involve the teachers to involve the teachers in this actually commitment that if teacher will be available, then I can attract the students. So teachers are available. So he goes door to door in villages and he attract the farmers or attract the guardians of the students that actually my school has opened, so please send your student, children, boys and girls,
yes, sir,
at my school. Teachers are available, they are very well trained. A private school says like this, going door to
Yes,
door.
sir.
It happens. In place of that, in government schools, you are well trained teachers, even then you do not go door to door to canvas or to attract the students, not canvas, actually here,
Yes.
to attract the students. No, actually in my schools we are well trained, don't sing this praise, but you can go to sing these things. Actually sir, we are present here at your nearby schools, in a primary school or upper primary schools, we are present here. Please send your actually boys and girls, we are here to serve you, so please send. In place of going to attract the guardians, they only sit as usual in the classroom, whether they are free.
Yes, sir.
They do not go to attract the students, that we are well trained, we should provide knowledge to the students, because free of cost education is given from first to 8th. So even then they do not go. So what do you think in this matter?
Actually, sir, in a private school, the teachers are not actually well educated or trained, highly trained.
Okay, even then most of the private schools teachers are trained, but in most
Of
of the
course,
private schools teachers are not trained.
Of course, sir.
So can you tell me a process of selecting the teachers in a private school and in government
course,
school,
sir.
if you know well?
Of course, sir.
Okay, please.
Actually, in a private school, first of all, when a teacher enter in a private school for teaching the students,
Okay.
then the manager or the principal of the school, first of all, they take an interview of the teacher.
Okay.
And the manager or the principal, first of all, they confirm that the teacher are suitable for teaching the
he takes
students.
the feedback,
Of course,
feedback
sir.
from the students,
Of course, sir.
and then he is selected.
Of course.
In place of there in government school, what do you wanna say?
Actually, in place of government school,
Actually, selection process is very broad.
Of course, sir.
Actually, he has to go through many government sector,
Of
many
course, sir.
officials in the process of selecting him in government school. But in private school, mostly real class is the very important class. If in
Of
real
course,
class,
sir.
if you are pass, you are pass. What am I to give so many exams? After giving so many exams, you are not teaching, you are not paying your responsibility in real class. Then what is the matter of teaching?
first of all,
I think that there is no use of your teaching in the school.
course, sir.
You're getting a job.
Of course, actually, sir, if you want to select the teachers
Of course.
as a government, then first of all you take actually real classes.
Give them real class.
Of course, sir.
I think that in place of after qualifying the criteria of the eligibility, like B.Ed or DL.Ed, if you want to select teachers, according to me, give the teachers 1 month to teach in the class.
Of course, sir.
How are they teaching in the class? After 1 month their trial, just you select over them.
Of course,
I
sir.
think that
Actually,
if you go to teach, if students can be inspired by you with your knowledge, then definitely you are eligible to teach.
Yes.
What is the use of your knowledge after getting
After
too much knowledge?
Yes, sir.
You are unable to attract the students after giving you a selection in a schools.
Yes,
It's my opinion. Okay, thank you, Mr. Vidyans, to tell me so many terms and conditions relating to the recruitment of a teacher and their quality. So, Mr. Please tell something about you. Who are you?
I'm Ashish Kumar. I have been reading in the GCL for 3 months.
Okay, Mr. Ashish, I want to know the situation of government school and private schools. Okay.
Yes.
So what am I going to say in this reference?
I want to say in this reference that the private school is better than the government school.
Why? I want to know the reason. That what is the reason behind it? That actually after too much expense by the government, I mean state governments, actually government schools are not improving, and students are also not increasing. So whom do you find responsible in this activity?
I found responsible to the teachers that they after getting well education and they have joined the job a teacher. A
Okay,
teacher.
so you want to say that after getting too much knowledge,
Yes.
after gaining too much knowledge, actually he has been selected as a government teacher.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Then
A teacher who is attractive the students to his
with his knowledge.
with his knowledge is called teacher. But in this reference, the government teachers don't attractive the students. They take rest in the classroom. I have seen more times that students are waiting in the classroom for the teacher, but teacher take a group and talk to each other and go late in classroom.
Of course, after being after being rung the bell, actually teachers do not go to classroom time to time. Actually, after spending the time, he goes to the schools. Actually, I am a teacher. I am also a B.Ed, B.Ed, and also I have qualified TET and TET upper and primary. Even then, I think that in this matter, what should a teacher do who has been selected? I mean, so many friends have been selected in 69,000 recruitment. I want to, actually I'm not suggesting them. Actually, I want to, the new vacancy which has been selected, I think that they are doing well in their schools. I have seen by my own eyes. Some of them are doing very well, but some of them are not doing well. I want to know that what is the responsibility? What they actually, what were they saying before joining? After going, I will teach the students, I will improve all the things. They were saying like this in the group. So the time has come. You have been selected. Now show your quality.
Of course.
But after selecting, they don't show their responsibility.
The same I want to say, actually in a private school, actually teacher who is only being paid 7,000 rupees, 8,000 rupees, actually he is paying his full responsibility in the classroom.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Actually he is paying his full responsibility in the classroom, and he is being given only 7,000 or 8,000 rupees, and on this per month he does very well. But after giving 50,000 rupees, you are not doing well, you are not attracting the students, you are not showing your skills which you have been given during the training. So what is the use of your education? What do you want to say, Mr. Please
Okay,
tell your name.
My name is Omkar Yadav.
Of course.
I have been reading this institute 2.5 months.
2.5 months. Okay. So, Mr. Omkar, what do you want to say in this reference which I have quoted?
Yes.
Have you listened to me? Once again, should I have to revise the word sentences? Actually, my question is this: that why the government sector, I mean, government schools are not improving in all the way? Actually, with the structure if will physically if will talk you, then also the look of the government school, when you see, actually you feel very bad.
Yes,
The situation of the schools are not good. Actually, nowadays they are being painted every year.
Yes,
So only this thing it looks, but their first, I mean, floor and other things of the schools are not look good. So it does not look good. So what do you want to say in this reference, comparing private school and government schools?
Sir, I think private school and the government school not very different, but two different is the, I think two different and first selection process government school and private school, and second step the environment is private school and government school.
Okay. Okay, please carry on.
Sir, government school teacher the selection process is the very high,
Of
but
course.
private teacher is the selection very low. But private school tuition honor is the very pressure, so that's why private school teacher is the responsible, and and take the any rules, but government school is the officers are not responsible.
Actually,
and not-
there are so many departments of government school.
Yes, sir.
Actually, it is being monitored by so many departments like block level and block level and district level and state level. There are so many departments of education, and they are monitoring to the government schools. Even then, facilities are not. Actually, facility means they are sitting and also. What is the main theme of the schools? Education.
Of course.
So main focus should be our education. So even why are the numbers of the students are not increasing in this matter? If you are monitoring, if you are doing all the things, even then the number of students are being attracted by the private schools. So what's the reason?
Yes, sir.
In place of free education, people are being attracted by the private schools. On a 300 or 500 rupees per month fee. What is the reason behind it? If they are giving, so that's why people are being attracted by the private schools.
Yes, sir.
If you are not attracting, so that's why it's happening with you. So I want to know in this matter that why are the teachers do not are not thinking like this.
So I think government teacher is the very lazy this time. Such as my village the one government school available that I go and I look school condition is the very low, and his the very low condition is the teaching and
attract the students with his knowledge in the real class. But when we go in a government school after being selected, actually so many criteria, so many process, so many rules we follow in government schools, and we are selected in these schools. But in real class when we go, actually we cannot attract the students, or what happens, I cannot say in this matter, you know well. I want to say here that actually the teacher who is teaching in a government school, he is well trained. Even then he is unable to attract the students from the rural. In place of attracting actually the students of that village or that rural area, go in private. Actually he is intended to read or study in private schools. So what's the reason behind it? Today, with the help of the students, I am going to focus over such matters, that what has been the reason. Actually they will in this debate they will contribute their own thought that what has been the reason behind it. So first of all, I want to talk Mr. Imran about this matter, please.
Sir, my name is Imran Khan. I am studying for here 2 months. I want to tell you in this matters. First of all, sir, English mediums and government schools between very different, sir.
Okay, I want to know that why in government schools actually whether teachers are well trained,
Yes.
but the number of students does not increase
Yes.
year by year.
Yes, sir.
If this year students are 10, so definitely in next year there will be 8 students in actually 2 fall off. So what is the reason behind it that the growth rate of students actually decrease in government school?
Yes, sir.
What is the reason?
In matters, one behind reasons are first of all, sir, many students we want to go CBSE boards, and many people, many guardians, boys and students we want my boys and my girls, my daughters, we want to for very good techniques involved, and very good education is completed for CBSE boards.
Definitely.
And frustrations and body language and culturals is very well in techniques in CBSE boards, because sending for CBSE board. But sir, government almost always gave the money in increase very according to CBSE boards teachers for government teacher. But sir, responsibility for manager maybe, yeah, responsible for management peoples for not be careful any rules and regulation follow, but
Okay.
teachers we want to for teaching
Okay.
all boys.
Okay, okay, thank you once again. I will come you back.